Well, Jerome, you know, as we speak, there's only 15 minutes of this telephone conversation.
Yeah, sure. That made news during the week on the review in Liberia. But for now, we have to begin firstly with our special in-studio guest, and because of time, we're just going to go right into it. Welcome to Issues in the Press. We have Chuckie Taylor Jr. on the line. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to all listeners. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Al Jerome.
Thank you very much. Again, could you just state your name?
Again, I am Charles Taylor Jr., otherwise known as Chucky, which I would prefer not being called. But yes, this is me. I'm calling from federal prison USP Big Sandy in Kentucky.
Thank you very much. Mr. Taylor, you have been indicted and is in jail for rape and torture and all that. What do you have to say to the people of Liberia listening right now?
Well, that's actually the reason why I've called, and one of the reasons why I made myself available for this interview. Over the next couple of months, I plan on addressing this unlawful nature of my conviction and illegal conviction. And let me be pristinely clear about the allegations that I'm making. I will be making in the months to come. I'm stating that Justice Department officials and other federal executive employees involved in the first torture case in U.S. history conspired to violate my civil and constitutional rights. 1, by producing false statements in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1001 and Department of Justice documents, i.e. prosecution memorandum, case initiation report, and supporting affidavits regarding a case that they clearly lack probable cause to initiate. 2, I will be saying and clearly asserting prosecutors lacked the same probable cause when they sought and procured the illegal indictment in violation of my due process rights. 3, the due process violation continued in my trial as the government failed to prove the jurisdictional part of the statute under 18 U.S.C. 2348B regarding count 1 of the indictment as it relates to 18 U.S.C. 2348,
okay, Chucky,
which is the conspiracy to commit torture.
Charles?
Well, let me finish out.
No, I want to get
which
you.
Which is the heart of the indictment,
Charles,
making me legally and factually innocent. There was fraud via misrepresentation throughout the jury instruction. Essentially, the jury issued an advisory opinion, and at present, the judge lacked the sentencing authority under Rule 32 under Federal Criminal Rules of Procedure as it relates to the PSI, as it lacks the judicial facts. At present, the BOB is conducting an illegal certification of my J&C file and other critical source documents in violation of 4001A, 18 U.S.C. 4001A, 18 U.S.C. 442, 4042, and 18 U.S.C.
Okay, Charles, Charles, I just want to stop you right there. You will continue. I don't want to stop you in your tracks. The first thing I want to address here right now before we go to that, and like I said, I promised our people we will continue to grant you access on the air and continue to speak. So from time to come, Charles will be speaking on this on TMZ Radio exclusively with us, and we're going to have the opportunity to listen to your problem. Now, the first thing here is, Charles, the people of Liberia are listening to you. Do you have anything to say to the people who are in tears, your loved ones who are worried that you are in jail, and those who think that you've hurt them? Do you have anything to say to them as they listen now?
Well, clearly, and hence the reason why I stressed on the fact that there was only 15 minutes. Because I intend on addressing this illegal conviction, it's very important that I now begin to address the myths and the former mistruths that have taken place in regards to the comments made about me and others closely associated to me. With that being said, I've made it my business over the years to apologize not only to family and friends, and this interview I wanted to use as an opportunity as well to first clearly apologize to my mother, my father, whom I will say 3 words to. Now I understand. My children, my son Charles, my daughter Jordan, my son Darrell Taylor, who's in Liberia right now, my brothers and my sisters, my fellow partisans, my comrades, and fellow Liberian citizens. I am sorry. If I have done anything to offend anyone, I apologize. If I have at any point in time created the perception that what has been said about me is true, I apologize. This has been an exercise of humbleness, and I am thankful to have been placed in this environment. What may surprise many is that I have transcended the suffering, and I found wisdom within it. But more importantly, it has stressed the need to be humble. To say sorry is a sign of strength. It is not a weakness. To have compassion is a projection of strength. And it is an exercise that I will continue to fully engulf myself in. So as I say again, to my family, to my children, to my partisans, comrades, and Liberian citizens, I am sorry for all that I have done, or you may have perceived that I have done. But it is now time for me to reclaim my name, not only for my children, but for those who know me well, which are a very small number.
Okay, Charles Taylor Jr. making his apology to the people of Liberia. Let me ask this question, and I know it takes a lot of time, a lot of strength and endurance to actually re-examine your life, while in prison, readjust yourself. What is it we're hearing? Are you now a Muslim?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I profess La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Yes, I am, and I have been for many years.
Okay. You when you were convicted, you were given the opportunity to apologize to the people for any wrongdoing. I understand when the judge asked you to apologize.
I can't hear you too well. Can you please repeat the question?
During the time of your conviction, were you given the opportunity to apologize, and did you refuse, or did you apologize?
Are you referring to my trial?
Yes.
Are you referring to my trial?
Yes.
Well, a trial consists of facts, okay? At that time, I was a layman, ignorant to the law, and I relied on wise counsel of my public defenders. And now that I know which was ill advice, had I now what I know, I would have testified and I would have directed and been greater involved in regards to my defense. So, no, I did not testify during trial, but those issues would have been irrelevant in the eyes of the fact finder. So, ultimately, a jury is supposed to consider the allegations based upon fact. And what I initially said before I was rudely interrupted, no offense, is that they issued an advisory opinion on what is considered to be a hypothetical judgment. And that basically means that the prosecutors failed to advance or prove the allegations as they had declared them in the indictment, which was illegal, as it lacked probable cause. So it is a legal term called actual and factual innocence, and I meet that criteria presently at this stage. And I am presently, I have presently brought this to the attention of the Attorney General, Mr. Eric Holder, and have filed several complaints with the Office of Inspector General, and I am asking now for certain congressional representatives as well as senators to initiate a congressional investigation regarding this case, because I firmly believe that this prosecution was motivated by political reasons. It was not grounded in law or fact. So I'm also asserting now today, live on the air, that I believe that there were foreign factors involved in encouraging my prosecution, foreign influence in regards to a domestic prosecution of a United States citizen. Those are very real allegations and ones to be taken seriously. And I will continue to ask for the support of the rule of law by Congress, congressional representatives, as well as the senators that I've written, one primarily being Congressional Representative of District 3 of Florida, Representative Corrine Brown, who I've sent all of my legal information to. I am not making conclusory allegations. They can be supported by fact. And in fact, if given the opportunity, I will send these documents out for them to be posted live on the internet for the world to see. It is clear that this indictment was motivated by politics. and clear crimes were committed in order to initiate that.
Oh, okay. So if you said there were foreign powers trying to actually propel your persecution, you care to say what were those powers and why were they interested in making sure that you are behind bars?
Well, look, I don't want to. This is not intended to be an inflection. Well, Jerome, you know, as we speak, there's only 15 minutes of this telephone conversation.
Yeah, sure.